Welcome back to my Let's Play Lilo Stitch 2 for the GBA. You're gonna drive things. Interestingly enough, you can actually hit the accelerator before Stitch even gets in the car. But the controls are actually explained to us last episode, as awkward as that is. So I'll just recap real quick. I can brake, which I'm not going to do because there's no reason to. In fact, if you ever use the brake, it's a bad thing because you're timed, and the time is actually quite tight. You can shoot the trigger. It's fun. Also jump with another trigger, which is of questionable practicality because I'm honestly not sure it does anything. I think sometimes I question whether you can jump over shots by enemies. I keep doing it too early for one. But yeah, see, it looked like I jumped over there, but I still spun out, so I don't know. Unless you just don't get slowed down as much even though you spun out. I'm not quite sure. Makes you squish in a funny way though. I don't think there's any real advantage to your turning power if you jump. So basically you're just, you can see these enemies get back up too. But you're just running around, direct hit. And basically mashing your fire button the entire time. Really, you don't even need to try to shoot anybody if you don't feel like it, because they just reappear after a moment anyways, like you saw before. Where you saw one of the enemies get up off the ground after being shot. And this is particularly difficult this time too. They don't usually shoot this much at you actually. I've gone for you. And watching enemies get right back up. Yay. Oh, there's no E here to see, is there? Why Sugar Factory? Hey, Slushy. It's good to see how Lilo, well, does everything. Hi, Pleakley. You're just kind of here now. Actually, I don't think Pleakley ever appears outside of telling you what to do when you're Lilo. Which is kind of weird. But yes, you can select stuff. But I'm less chaotic. Because I'm less like these experiments, I can actually control them directly. For some reason. But yes, basically as Lilo, you get to play as multiple. Like, you straight up get to play as multiple characters. Lilo actually allows you to... Oh. Was that all red for a moment? And Lilo can also climb, which is nice. Anyways, by selecting and using an experiment from inventory, yes. Alright, so you have to play as the experiments other than Stitch, which all play in very unique ways. Yes, I do! Thankfully, you stop getting a bunch of Pleakley interruptions right after you actually have that switch. But, so this is Slushy, for example. Slushy has the really weird property of jumping more quickly than they run. You move more quickly in the air than on the ground. I don't know why that is. But we can do Slushy things now. You can just switch back to Lilo and let Slushy sleep, or you can have Slushy disappear entirely. So, with that knowledge in tow, so Lilo's levels are, as a result, much less action. In fact, there really never any action. Instead, they're more just puzzles. In fact, there's not even any real punishment for having an experiment run out of health either, if you're controlling them. In fact, I believe what I've seen happen before is you just run to a certain... Yeah, that happens. It actually depends on which experiment you're playing as, though. During experiments, you need to take different amounts of damage. For some reason, Slush, you can take all 6 hits. Some experiments will only take, for example, 3 hits before It just switches back to Lilo. Does that hurt? Painful water. Oh no. But now it's frozen painful water. Oh god, it's still painful water! Stop that! Shut off the pain. See? Puzzles. Lilo always looks very patient when she's waiting. There's something interesting actually about enemies with Lilo. They simply don't care. I mean, they don't really have reason to care. If they don't know who she is, I guess, but... They do care somewhat about the experiments, but not really. Like, they're not aggressive, I won't say. They shoot you, but they don't actually pursue you or anything. You actually have to want to be shot, to be attacked in this game, basically. That's really weird. Why? Oh, it's because I'm on a slope, and that makes... Yeah, this game has some weird ways of determining where to place something when you spawn them. Also, another interesting thing to note is, not only do you get, well, to deal with no consequences whatsoever if an experiment dies, at the same time, you can take it, put an experiment back into ball form and take them back out, and they'll have all their health back. So, enemy dealt with, if you so choose. There's not really any reason ever to deal with enemies through violent means in Lilo stages. But if that's what makes you happy. Camera? Camera! Camera showed me fun things. So, her platforming ability is much more meager. At the same time, I mean, Lilo's jumping like almost her own height. What more can you ask from a girl? I don't know. So all is well with her, I think. You just need to have more patience with her oftentimes, I find. For better or worse, honestly. Ah, oh no. So for her, finding experiment balls is more about finding hidden things. Than it is just jumping around and platforming everywhere you can. Also means using your experiments to the best of your ability. I don't know why I can't push this box, but I can blow on it. This game says some very odd things about Slushy's strength. Slushy's limbs are apparently... I don't know how Slushy's legs work, considering you can't run as fast as you can jump. But at the same time, Slushy's breath is apparently more powerful than Slushy's actual pushing, which I guess can make sense. Breath is kind of Slushy's thing. Yay! Ah, 8 points off. So that was grand. Let's go to the sugar factory. This actually always sticks out to me as the weird level in the game. Overheating thing? Freeze it entirely. That just makes the machinery stop working entirely, but I can live with it. Apologies. It's not how you disable bombs. Freezing them. So she could be a good bomb diffuser. It's a bomb! Just happens to be actively combusting. So not too sure what's going on in the sugar factory, why... who was it? What went here? Oh, Yin Yang. I don't know why Yin Yang decided to go to a sugar factory of all places. Or what's going on in the surgery factory with how... I can understand parts of it being on fire, but... why there are no people here? Like, who would normally be at the sugar factory? It doesn't seem defunct. Well, actually, kind of does. But things are still on, so I don't know. Oh no, puzzles. Thinking. Aha. For enemies, I can just outright ignore if I feel like it. In fact, I will. You're cool, guard guys. Go on without me. Because it was entirely necessary that we see that whole thing twice. A nice little preview of what's above, though. Anyways, I was saying at the beginning of the level, there's this one level stood out to me in some weird ways. Probably is because it's just a really weird concept. Yay! No puzzles. Don't have to think. But another thing is, this right here, I still understand how this works. I never did as a child. I don't now. Like, I cannot understand for the life of me how that works. How this thing works. So I'm just gonna run around here. Let's throw Slushy. The only place we can get Slushy to go. Slushy is here. Go through another tube. Slushy goes back there. The thing is still on. It's not like anything happened. Still on. I mean, we're not accomplishing anything here. So I'm honestly confused. But now it's off. For some reason, if you make Slushy go up there, I think that's how it works. Oh, but that was temporary, apparently. I've never understood what makes that thing turn off. Because it seems like what I have to do... Yeah, I don't know. Now it's on again? What? I have no idea what's making anything happen here. Like, it's changing with time, too. It will always be a mystery to me, I'm sure of it. One thing I'm kind of curious about... Oh, no. I can't freeze it from the other side like that. Can I turn it back on? Apparently not. I don't think you can turn it back on once you have Lilo down here. Yeah, it just confuses me in such huge ways. I still don't understand it even now as I speak. So it's very odd. That's baffled me for so many years. If somebody has an explanation as to what goes on there, I would be happy to hear it, because that would be an enigma solved for me. One I've been needing an answer for many years. Until then, though, we have some perilous platform with Lilo. These are some very large jumps she's making. Oh no! That's kind of a weird jump to make, but because we move faster in the air than we do on the ground for some reason, it's not difficult. So this game's weird idea of friction. It's like if something's on top of me and I'm moving, the thing on top of me slides more slowly than I can run, actually. Which is convenient, it amuses me for some reason. This game has a concept of friction instead of just pushing something outright. We're cool. But what's up here? Flame is up here, apparently. And tediousness. Yes. Yeah, I just remember being stuck in this level for so long because I couldn't understand how to get past that one piston. I still don't know how, but I managed to do it. I knew I had gone past the piston before, too, in many cases. But I still couldn't figure out how to make it happen again. I was just so perplexed, and I continue to be. It's not a very nice existence. Oh well. No. Missed a lot, somehow. I always feel like... I've always been missing out... I intentionally missed out on killing the enemies, but... I always missed out on a lot of experiment balls here in this one level. I've been wondering if it's because there's some, like, major area that I'm missing. I've just never been able to find. There might be, honestly. Which makes me sad, because I'd want to show it off in this video if I could, but... Oh, Yang. Fires. So, this is quite... There's this weird glitch where sometimes you summon experiment, they appear in a weird way. So, oh! Okay, actually, one moment. Up! Lilo! What? No one told you could be invincible. One on, I need to recreate this. Yang, please actually attack the small girl. Yang! This is unacceptable. Ah! No, I need direct hit. Okay. But it looked like, I don't take extra damage from touching the flame. It seemed like I took 2 hits of damage at one point. Yeah, so... Lilo doesn't, but... It's weird. Slushy takes extra damage, evidently. Crap. There we go. Whoa! Whoops. Slushy takes extra damage, though, from getting hit directly by fire, which is kind of cool. So basically, just maneuver. Oh, come on. Yang into position. And then... Bop! Nice short. Boss fights, quote-unquote, are never long in this game. They're always nice and simple. They're just puzzles, is all they ever are. Very happy way of addressing somebody that was trying to maim you. Yen. Oh, Yen's the... Yeah, I remember who Yen is. That's the water one. I always thought Yen looked kind of like a squid. Or octopus. That's probably the idea, isn't it? House. Oh. I don't... That's... Okay, copy-pasted. Art. I don't think that's how you examine eyeballs. Oh dear. Driving! We started this episode of driving. We're probably gonna end up the driving too, actually. Because, well, we're hitting a 20-minute mark after this. And the level after this is gonna be pretty long, too. As some Stitch levels oftentimes are. So I don't want to go overtime. Meaning I'll have to end the episode after this level. But, doesn't mean we can't have fun while we're here. It's weird, I find some run-throughs of these driving levels much more difficult than others. Like what we did at the beginning of this episode had a lot more trouble than usual. I don't know why. It just felt like there was a lot more stuff being shot at than usual. Other times it feels like it's like this the entire time, where there's hardly any enemies in the first place, let alone any enemies are actually shooting anywhere near me. I still don't know what to do about jumping. Like, there's never anything appearing in the game that you would have to jump over to progress. You don't encounter walls to jump over or anything like that. I don't know why you'd be capable of hopping in a buggy anyway, so this is a pretty capable buggy, if I remember correctly from the show. But even still. Richter! You're not actually there! Because there are like 2 levels between me and you. Points. Wait, why is my level score 1/10 of my time score? I question this greatly. So unfortunately no special big cutscenes, but this is a long level that we actually get to see right here. Especially because this level is actually split into 2 parts, which I'll probably only show one of, mostly because I have a really hard time getting on one of those 2 paths. I don't think I've ever actually done it successfully. But, point being, that this is going to have to be the cutoff point. So, I'll see you guys next time, next episode of Let's Play Lilo Stitch, Hämsterviel Havoc. Did I set a high score somewhere? Apparently not, because I saw a Stitch everywhere. I'm disappointed. I thought I set a high score somewhere. This episode of the last one. Whatever. Bye, guys!